question 2, 3 and 4. Every question will carry one 20 marker and two 15 marker. This bunch, same goes with here. Same goes with here. This will be your section A. Section B will be same. Question 1 will carry 50 marks. This question 1 and this question 1 will be compulsory. Okay, so 100 marks over here. The remaining 3, here 3, you have to pick any 2 questions. Understood? 50, 50, 50. Same goes here, 50, 50 and 50. There are 6 questions. Out of 6, you have to pick 3. Any 3. Okay, so let's say a candidate picked up question number 2 from here. Question number 2, question number 3, question number 4. Question number 2 from here, question 3 and 4 from here. Got it? So 50, 50, 50 plus 100 to 50 marks. Okay, this combination can vary, anything. But it is compulsory that you have to pick from the both sides. You cannot pick all the 3 from the same section. Clear? Hai? Understand this basic thing very clearly, because many of the time candidate fails to understand this part. Okay, fine? Okay, then we will move forward. How many of you have seen PYQs as of now? 1, 2, 3. Okay. How many of you have seen PYQ means actual PYQ, not like by segregated part or something like that? Actual PYQ papers. Very good. So our preparation will go directly on the basis of papers. Okay. I don't want you to get worried about the data. I don't want you to get worried about what source you should refer and everything. See, you have came to me. You are doing anyway your bit. You are paying me. So it will be literally sin from my side to tell you that, okay, you read this book and that book. You don't have to read anything. Just come over here. Listen whatever are being told. Things are being told over here. And after that, write it down. Clear cut. The major part about this class will be conceptual clarity, and immediately after that there will be dictation. We are entirely going to focus our approach on the basis of PYQs. Clear? Okay. From this side, first thing first, your focus on the concept is going to get built into the class itself. We'll tell you the class approach properly. It is going to be a classroom approach. For first half hour or 1 hour, I am going to tell you what are the important things into the given topic. Okay. You have to understand this thing. Immediately after that, this concept we will be getting into the writing format. There is going to be a lot of writing. You are paying me for this part. Writing. Handwritten notes. No one is going to miss the class anyhow, any further for next upcoming 90 to 100 days. Clear? We don't want you to miss even a single class, because if you tell us, sir, I will do one thing, I will take my things from someone else, or if I take my notes from someone else, is it fine? No, it is not. It has to be from your own handwriting. It has to be from your own understanding. Clear? Okay. So, today's class, we are going to understand the sociology as an optional, why it is a good choice. First thing first, if you see the record means UPSC wala record. Okay. On an average, 10 to 12% people get selected. Those who give this optional, no, 10 to 12% people get selected, which is a big margin as compared to other optional. And every year they get selected. Clear? Selected, not in the final I am talking about. I am talking from mains to the interview part. That is what the selection criteria comes into the picture. Okay? First, this is the important. Next thing. Syllabus. The syllabus is very, very, very small as compared to other. Literal small. You can complete the syllabus entirely with 2 revisions within 90 days. Like it is that small syllabus. Provided you should know what notes to refer, what sources to have, and what should be your revision approach. Apart from this, your answer writing plays a key role. Whatever is being promised to you into the classroom, we are going to fulfill it 100%. You are going to have answer writing sessions, you are going to have tests, you are going to have evaluation, one-on-one discussions. We are actually going to have the practical implications of sociological concepts which we are going to learn into the classroom. Fine? Okay. Next. Third, sociology is a subject which is more or less static. It is not very dynamic subject. Though society is a dynamic aspect, but the subject, if we see from the UPSC point of view, it is quite static subject. You don't have to be worried about what are the current affairs into the news and all those parts for this particular. What you can do, you can just simply sit into the class, you can understand the concept, write it down, revise it, write it down again on the paper, that's it. And relate it to, like, this is like 90% static and 10% current affairs that we will cover anyway into the class. You should be able to link anything with your sociological syllabus point, anything. For example, recent issues related to women. You have to be able to link it in the sociological manner. There are many of the aspects. For example, let's say women's safety, if you consider. Women safety. From sociological point of view, there are multiple dimensions. First thing first, the reporting is getting more. That is why the numbers are increasing. Why reporting is getting more? Because a sense of social security is increasing. This is a positive part. This is also a positive part. The negative connotation of this thing will be the generation of fear into the adolescents. In the longer run, this is going to change into a changed social action. If you see, after 5 to 10 years, you are going to understand what we were discussing today. This movement, it is going to change into the perspective of people. If someone is there who has a record of female harassment in his background, that candidate is going to have a ridicule in the society after 4 to 5 years. It is going to be that big issue. If today, if we consider, before let's say 20 years, if we consider, there were not reported cases related to women. Today they are getting reported. Tomorrow they are going to get corroborated by different facts. You have to understand as a sociological point of view what is correct, what is wrong, and you have to present it on the paper. You have to again mention the sociologist approach. Which sociologist said what thing related to this one particular part. You are going to learn about nearly 50 sociologists into these upcoming days. In your syllabus, they have given only 8 to 9 most probably. But here you have to learn nearly 40 to 50. That will be useful for your own generation of points. Clear? Hai? How to write the answers and everything, those eventually come. From your side, I am expecting you shouldn't read anything else apart from class notes. Don't worry, everything will be covered into your class notes only. You don't have to take, sir, shall I take this book, that book? You don't have to take any book. I have read all the book. I will just continue. I will compile everything and I will give it to you. Clear? Okay. Apart from that, how many days it is like we require to complete this subject? Today is 28th of August. Today is your first lecture. On an average, from my point of view, 90 days are more than enough to complete entire syllabus for sociology. Every day 2 hours. Okay, more than 90 days, like max 100. But within these days, you will be able to complete the whole syllabus, including your notes and everything. So August, September, October, November. around 30th of November, you should be able to have completed your optional, provided you are coming every day. Okay, I don't take break. I'm expecting the same thing from you. Here, from your point of view, I want certain things, certain promises that whatever happens, you have to study every day, whatever we have been told into the classroom. Okay, so the classroom approach is going to have into this one particular format where you will be able to complete the syllabus, revise the syllabus, test yourself, and again get review. This is what is being expected from you. Simple, very simple approach. Okay, fine. Next thing. The class is going to be in a proper UPSC format, in a proper understandable manner. What I am expecting that you should be able to get completed within these, like before 30th of November, the class will get complete properly. Your notes will get ready, your test will be ready, and you will be ready to face any kind of question into the optional. Fine. My major target will be completion of the static part at 90% wala thing we discuss now. I want you to get completed into this part. Okay, fine, understandable. Sure. Now we will discuss your syllabus, like what exactly sociology tells. Two papers that you decided, right? That not you decided, everyone decided. First, sociology, the discipline. In that first topic, modernity and social changes in Europe and emergence of sociology. See, sociology as a discipline, you have to understand one thing very clearly. This topic we are going to read two times. First time, just as a cursive reading, and second time, we are going to read it into the totality once your whole syllabus get completed. For example, if we start now, okay, this is sociology, this is sociological discipline and all those parts. We will tell this thing. But if I tell you, okay, write a question on sociology as a discipline. New candidate doesn't know. If you don't know the subject only, how you will be able to write a 20 marker on it? Understood? So first thing we are going to just get introduced into it. Later on, we will complete the whole syllabus. Then again, we will come on this point. And then that time you will tell what is sociology as a discipline. Okay, fine. First point tells modernity and social changes in Europe and emergence of sociology. The word, keyword, understand the keyword, modernity. Social changes. Where? Europe. And because of this, emergence of sociology. We are going to learn what is exactly modernity means. What means yesterday Galileo told that it is not the sun, it is the earth that revolves around the sun. They killed him. What he was telling was part of the modernity. Something modern, new thought came into the being. A new thought came into the picture. And that new thought revolutionized the way people were thinking. And on that basis, that modernity played a key role. On the basis of this, people had certain changes into their lifestyle. If a new thought is coming, for example, every day you are getting up, okay, you are going into school and everything. You are into first standard, second standard. Into your school, your teacher told every day whenever you will get up, you have to touch your parents' feet, and after that you have to leave the house. Okay, a simple thing, a change. It led to all over change into the candidates or children's behavior. That behavior changed the major behavior into the parents. Because if a parent wants to scold the kid, but a kid is trying to do something good, that parent, what the parent will do, it's okay, no problem. The change happened. The social change, these kind of changes happened into the Europe as well because of the new thinking, modernity, enlightenment. It wasn't the earth, it wasn't the sun that was revolving around the earth. It was earth which was revolving around the sun. Heliocentric theory, they know it. Okay. So these kind of changes brought into the Europe and new ideas came. Voltaire came into the picture. Rousseau came into the picture. Kant came into the picture. And they said that humans are born with certain rights. They have certain rights. They have right to live. They have right to talk. They have certain rights. Whenever they are living into the society gives them the right on the basis of nature. If there is certain tree, that tree gives a fruit, let's say. That fruit belongs to everyone. It is not just tree, or it is not of the person who has that private property. It belongs to everyone. That ideology got into the picture, and that brings a change into the particular society, in this case Europe. The rights, the birth of the rights came into this picture. Rights got into the picture here. And this led to change into the Europe. If I have a right, then it became all over a different subject. If one person is telling he has right, other person is telling she has right. So if everyone has right, then who doesn't? And which kind of right they have to have? In which way, in which laws society will govern itself? Those laws came into the picture, and came the emergence of the subject that was sociology. In this way, we are going to learn on larger scale in this one particular aspect. Clear? Understood? Okay. Next, scope of the subject and comparison with other social sciences. We took this example. Okay. What we took? The rights wala part. So rights was part of the society. Then again, it came part of the polity as well. A law, a system, a judicial system came into being. So what is the relation between society and that judiciary? What is the relation between sociology and political science? If it is happening into the Europe, then why geography matters? And what is the relation between geography and society? These things we are going to discuss into this second wala part. Okay. Third, sociology and common sense. For today's purpose, if I want to have, let's say I want to drink water, I can go any place, I can drink water from there, no one will stop me. Okay. Imagine the same situation before 100 years. Today, drinking water from any place I need forms part of the common sense. 100 years ago, it formed part of the property. What is the relation between drinking water, and what is the relation between the rules and laws? And how does it affect my commonsensical approach? My common sense today tells to go and drink water from any place I want. Yesterday it wasn't so. So common sense changed as per the time changed. Understood? That part we are going to study over here. This is going to be your first unit. Second unit, sociology as a science. Science, scientific methods and critique. When it comes to sociology as a subject, a normal definition of sociology is scientific study of the society is sociology in general terms. The scientific study, it includes the science as well. So is sociology a science? Is it or is it not? What does science means particularly if somebody is learning the science? How many of you are from science background? One. Okay. What is science? According to you. Right.
Science meaning math meaning all words same होता पण society मध्ये नियम आहे all words same राहत नाही. For example, science उदाहरण घेतलं की जर पाण्याला वाफ दिली तर जगामध्ये कुठे वाफ देणार? पाण्याला जर गरम केलं तर पाण्याचं वाफ होईल. पण जर ती दुसऱ्या अँगलने बघितलं तर एखादी गोष्ट भारतामध्ये योग्य आहे ती दुसऱ्या देशामध्ये अयोग्य असू शकते. म्हणजे all words same असू शकत नाही.
See, science is a stream which will have its own laws based on the certain experiments. And these experiments are proven. Okay, anything like science as a particular aspect, if you see the subject, that subject is depend upon certain laws. Those laws are being found on the basis of experiments, and these experiments are proven. You have to prove to reach at a conclusion. So same thing goes into the society as well. Same thing. Society also goes from certain laws, experiments, and apart from that, you have to prove those things to get into the picture. Okay. So is sociology a science? That debate came into play. Is sociology a science? If science is science, political science itself is a name, then why can't sociology be a science? That debate came. You have to present that debate over here. In that debate, first thing first, science, scientific method, and its critic. Experiments we discussed over here. In experiments, it came scientific methods or sociological methods. Fine. Its critic. Many of the people criticized that sociology is not a science. Are you crazy? Sociology is a social subject. It is not science. Why are you unnecessarily confusing the people? These kind of thoughts came during that time. Those thoughts you have to put forward. Second point, major theoretical strands of research methodology. Different kind of methodologies were discussed. Those strands were discussed, and strands means approaches. And those approaches you have to understand and you have to put it on the paper. Clear? Next, positivism and its critic. Positivism is a concept in which a candidate's approach is being analyzed into the multiple format. Is it positivism is directly linked with the social change? Many of the people have told multiple things on the basis of positivism. Positive plus ism. It is a thought. In this particular section, you are going to see multiple linkages of positivism with social change. Apart from that, science as a society. Apart from that, you have to link this thing with multiple approach. As positivism is coming, the E section, if you see, there will be non-positivism. Okay. So that thing you have to understand in a totality. We will give it to you into notes. Don't worry about it. D. Fact value and objectivity. Value has certain aspects. Okay. Value has certain aspects. Those aspects will be everything has a value. That value depends upon the fact, and that value also depends upon the concept. You have to understand into this thing what is fact value and how to deal with this on an objective scale. Objective scale means third person scale. You don't have to get involved. The sociologist cannot get involved into the work he is doing. He has to have like a length, an arm's principle they call it, no, a length arm principle. You have to have that difference between them. Clear? Next thing. Third, research methods and analysis. In research method and analysis, you are going to understand what are the different kinds of methods sociologists use to get that idea or those experiments. For example, there was a person, Branislav Malinowski. Okay, so Malinowski, what he used to do, to understand people's behavior, he used to go and he used to live amongst them. That is known as the participant observation method. He went over there, he lived within those people and he understood how they behave. He even got married to one amongst them. And he understood what is exactly their way of life, their lifestyle. And on that basis, he formed a proper thesis. So that is one of the methods, participant observation. In this way, there are multiple methods. Those methods you have to learn from this thing. Okay? Next. This qualitative, quantitative techniques of data collection, variable sampling, hypothesis, reliability, validity. You are going to have a 10 marker on everything. You are going to have every note of it. Don't worry about this part. Fourth wala aspect, sociological thinking. Very, very important aspect. Okay. Fourth topic into paper 1 and I think fifth topic into paper 2. Sorry, first topic into paper 2. Perspectives on the study of Indian society. G.S. Ghure, M.N. Srinivas, A.R. Desai. Caste system a little bit part. And apart from that, first paper, fourth unit, sociological thinker. You are going to learn about these people on the go. like literally on the go. Once we start Karl Marx, we are going to see whatever his ideology is. Okay. Apart from that, we will go to Emil Durkheim, Max Weber, Talcott Parsons, Robert Merton, and Mead. After this, we will go to A.R. Desai, G.S. Gure, and M.N. Srinivas, all the people which are important into the Indian perspectives as well. These people have given their life and breath for this subject, sociology as a discipline. You are going to understand their ideology from the sociological perspective. Okay, clear? We won't go into the details as much right now, but make this thing very clear. We are going to keep our ideology within the sphere of the sociology syllabus given into the UPSC. You are here to bring marks into your resume. You are not here to become a sociologist. Make this thing very clear. Okay. If someone want to do career into sociology, we have a tie-up with the university. You tell me, I will make you like, I'll make you admit into that wala part. Here, related to Karl Marx, we are going to see these four concepts: historical materialism, mode of production, alienation, and class struggle. Apart from this, we won't go into detail of anything. Okay, as it is approach for the UPSC. Same. Our logic is to bring marks. How, what, that depend upon me. I will tell you. Just do that thing. I'm pretty sure you will score good. Okay. Next, stratification and mobility. 5th number. Concepts. First, understand stratification and mobility in its like very basic form, so that it will be easy for you to understand what I'm trying to put forward. Society. There are 4 major varnas into the society. Everyone know? What are those?
Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra.
Yeah. Later on, untouchable.
Untouchable.
Okay. So this is practically a hierarchy as per Rigvedic terms. Okay. Stratification means what? The stratification of this particular section. If you see it in its totality, let's say this is the society. In the society, everyone is like bifurcated into here, there. But if you see closely, you will have this kind of stratification. Okay. Next stratification will be on the basis of class. Ultra rich, rich, middle class. In middle class also, upper, middle, lower classes, lowest. On the basis of money, this is the classification. Okay. Now, the classification of these people is known as the stratification over here. Mobility means if this lower class person, class I'm talking about, not caste. If lower class person works hard, studies into our institute, becomes IAS, okay, and after that he will move forward, he will surpass these layers, he will become ultra rich. He was able to change his structure, social structure all the way. He mobilized himself from this to this. Understood? So this is known as the mobility. On the other hand, there is one guy whose father is already a big industrialist. Okay? The guy got into drugs at the age of 40. By the time he became 35, he himself brought down the whole empire over here. That is also an example. If someone can go from down to up to down also is an example. So mobility works both ways. Mobility means going from down to up into the class and coming from up to down also the class. So this mobility you have to understand into the classroom. Many people have given their opinion. Few people say no, mobility is one side only. Few people say no, both side. Few people say horizontal mobility is also there. Okay. Many people say that okay, there can be some other aspects as well. Those things you have to understand into the classroom. Clear? Okay. Next. Fifth, A concept: equality, inequality, hierarchy, exclusion, poverty, deprivation. Equality, inequality, we know everything. Okay. If you tell yourself now to, okay, write it down. What is equality? What do you will write? That's why sociology comes into the picture. We know the concept, but we don't know how to write it. Equality means what? Being the state of equal. Okay. This is like commonsensical thing. Being a state of equal. That is equality. But in sociological point of view, equality is a term which refers to having each and every one into the same line, length and breadth. So in this way, you have to write the sociological definition of given concept in the most simplest, lucid and understandable manner. Okay. Next. Theories of social stratification. Theories means this wala part we kept over here. This is vertical theory. Okay. In this way, there are many of the things. Theories of social stratification: structural functionalist theory, Marxist theory, Weberian theory. Structural functionalism means people say that this structure has some function to perform. Shudras has function to serve all the three upper side. This is their function. Vaishyas, they have to earn so that they can give that money to upper boats. Okay. Kshatriya, they have to provide on the basis of their power, they have to provide the protection. This is their function. So structural functionalist theory argues for the functions, whatever stuffs are there, you have to write it down into that proper format. Okay. Next, Marxist theory. Marx says his ideology is one such which says that everything is given, it is for the exploitative nature. Everything given is for the exploitation of people. That's it. Exploitation of masses. Where bourgeois means the capitalist class exploit the lower classes. And on the basis of their sweat, capitalists themselves thrive on the betterment. Understood? So that part is the Marxist wala theory. Next, Weberian theory. Max Weber, bureaucratic attitude, he tells what is the bureaucratic role into this whole scenario. Okay, so you have to understand this thing in a very proper format, very proper fashion. In that manner, you will be able to articulate about the things which are necessary. Okay. Section 5th C, dimensions. Social stratification of class, status group, gender, ethnicity and race. It is nothing but simply you have to know the definition. What is class? What is gender? What is that? Stratification on the basis of what they are, ethnicity and race on the basis of what they are stratifying this thing. Okay. The same stratification can be done on the basis of gender. Okay. Gender till 2010, if you see na, two types of genders usually, male and female, most probably. Okay. After 2010 to 2015, LGBT came into the picture. From 15 to 2016, LGBTQ. Okay. After that, post 16 to 2018, LGBTQA. Okay. After that, 2019, 2020, LGBTQAI. Okay. And post 2021, they only got tired. They said LGBTQAI plus. Whoever is coming, add into the place. Now, what started with 2 is getting into the multiplicity. So the change you have to put into the place. You have to show it on the paper that why this thing happened. Is it possible from biological point of view that these many species evolved within the time of 5 years? It is highly impossible. It means it was already there. Correct? So that if it was already there, you have to show it in that manner that if it was already there, why it wasn't coming out. Same when we started with the point women safety, it was getting reported. It is getting reported right now. Same thing goes over here. These people are also reporting themselves. Earlier they used not to. Correct? So that thing you have to show over here. On what basis you are segregating or stratifying yourself. Okay, fine. Next. Social mobility, D. Open and closed systems, types of mobility, sources and causes of mobility. Open and closed systems means what? Open system is this one. We saw the mobility. You can mobilize from up to down, down to up, whatever you want to do it. No issue at all. Closed system is this one. A Shudra will not ever move into the Brahmana part. Never. It is a closed system. He will, even if he changes his class, he won't be able to change his caste. Understood? So that open and closed system have different kind of ups and downs into itself. You getting the point? So that thing we are going to study over here. Next, types of mobility, sources and causes of mobility. This is, we already discussed types of mobility, upward, downward, horizontal, vertical, those things we have seen already. But types, reasons, what are the reasons? Class, change into the class approach. If someone is becoming richer, he or she will move into the upward. Okay. Marriage is one of the reasons. If you have seen, many of the time, a girl who happened to be born into the less privileged house, but she happened to look good. Many of the time she get married into a very wealthy household, and her upcoming generation will be born as a rich one. She changed her mobility on the basis of, she changed her class on the basis of marriage. So marriage is one of the thing in this, particularly the type of mobility, sources and causes of mobility. So marriage happened to be the cause of the mobility as well. Okay. Same goes with, let's say, a Brahmin guy marries a Shudra woman. That is known as the Pratilom Vivaha. Okay, Anulom and Pratilom Vivaha. There are different kinds of marriage. You will see it in this. So that thing you have to understand from the sociological point of view. Okay, fine. This is Anulom, I think. Brahmin guy and Shudra woman, that is Anulom. But if Brahmin woman and Shudra guy marries, that is Pratilom Vivaha. Okay. Next. So works and economic life. Sixth one. Social organization of work in different types of society. That is slave society, feudal, industrial, capitalist society. Industrial, and third one feudal. See, into slave society, whenever you will be studying about slave society, the structure is very important. Whenever you will be having a structure, you have to show the things into the diagram and all part. These are the slaves. Those will be governed by this single person. This is slave society. Feudal, this is king. He has many of the feudatories. These feudatories will have different areas. Feudal system resembles Mansabdari system into Mughal area. Okay, Mughal region. So you will learn about it. Industrial system, this is the capitalist. He has certain factory, and in this factory many of the workers are there. This factory has different classes. Managerial class, the managers, worker class, and On these basis, the worker has their own family. This is this worker. Okay, understood? You are going to learn everything about this society, how they operate, what they do, how their way of life is, and how these things are getting changed due to the emergence of globalization. Okay, clear? Next. Formal and informal organization of work. This is very simple concept. If you have a proper formal law governing your own institution or something, that is formal. Informal, you are going out, finding the work, you are doing the work. Simple. Next, labor and society. What are their relations? How society treats the labor, and on what basis your societal place is being determined. Okay. Next, 7 number, politics and society. Very important, interesting wala part. Sociological theories of power. Now, see the fourth unit. Fourth unit you saw, na? First paper, fourth unit. Karl Marx, Emil Durkheim. Okay. So, Max Weber, sorry. So, everyone have given one or the other thing related to politics and society. What is power? What is politics? How politics changes over the time. What is necessary into the politics? People are most necessary into the politics, but in due course of time, the politicians become more important than the people. How does that happen? That process you have to display on the paper. Okay. First thing, sociological theories of power we discussed just now. Power elite, bureaucracy, pressure group, and political parties. What are those? What are their features? Concept, understanding the concept particularly, and applying those concepts into the practical political arena. Those things we are going to do over here. Third, nation, state, citizenship, democracy, civil society, and its ideology. You have to know what is nation, what is state, what is the difference between the two. Okay. Third, citizenship and democracy. Is it necessary that every citizen belongs to the democratic setup? According to you, what is this thing? Is it necessary? No? Good one. Civil society and ideology. D. Protest, agitation, social movement, collective action, revolution. What is difference between everything? Protest and agitation, there are two different things. Social movement, agitation and protection, difference between them. So every topic we are going to discuss on length. You are going to have at least a 10 marker ready on every topic over here. Okay. 8 number, religion and society. Religion and society. A. Sociological theories of religion. As we discussed about the power, we are going to discuss about the religion as well. Okay. B. Types of religious practices. Animism, monism, pluralism, sects and cults. Okay. Animism means worshipping the spirit. Okay. Animal spirit, they call it. Like animism is nothing but worshipping the anima, that is like atma, spirit. They worship over that. Monism. Buddhism doesn't worship the spirit. Mahayana Buddhism worship the spirit, that is true. But when it comes to Theravada Buddhism, so that is little bit different. We'll discuss that also over there. We'll discuss every religion, major religion, through this point of view. Yeah. Next, monism, pluralism. That monism is nothing but single, anything. Ekeshwarvad, they call it into Sanskrit. Islam consider no problem at all. So that is monism wala part. Next, pluralism, multiple gods are there. Okay. Sects and cult. What is the difference between sect and what is the difference between the cult? Okay. Cult is like, for example, you can take any kind of spiritual organization. For that matter, you can take Isha, you can take Art of Living. They belong to cult. Rajneesh, particular Osho, that is also one of the cult. Yeah. C. Religion in modern society. What is the difference between religion and science? Secularization, religious revivalism, and fundamentalism. Religious revivalism, recently if you see, many of the youth are being shown their interest on the path of the devotion. They are going to temples, they are having one or the other spiritual aspects into their life. So that is what? That is part of the religious revivalism into the whole society. Fundamentalism is what? It is a little bit of tough approach towards the religion. That yes, that is only the religion. Little bit rigid approach towards the religion can be known as the fundamentalism over here. Okay. Next, system of kinship. Difference between family, household, and marriage. Next, types and forms of family, lineage and descent, patriarchy and sexual division of labor, and contemporary trends into this. The kinship part is very much important to understand the all over society. Yeah? Always remember. This seems very small area, system of kinship. But if you understand the kinship, you will be able to understand many of the sociological things, why they operate into that manner. We are going to learn on the length. L.H. Morgan, a guy named L.H. Morgan over here. He hasn't been given into the sociological point, but we are going to discuss on length about his approach so that you can understand what is the kinship and why kinship is important into the all over society. Okay, clear? Next. If you see, let's say, if you are living somewhere, even if you are alone, and if you have a large kinship, means mota parivar they call it, big parivar. Okay, so joint family, or even if you are living alone, but your family is huge, you have a large kinship, you will have a different kind of respect into the society because you have a large lineage over there, large kinship. That is the importance of this system of kinship. Okay. In Hindi or Marathi, they call it bhauki. That is kinship. 10th, social change in modern society. Sociological theories of social change, development and dependency, agents of social change. First, we will discuss sociological theories of social change. As you have seen already, theories of power, theories of religion, theories of kinship, you are going to see the theories of social change as well. Again, the same people you are going to study. Karl Marx, Weber, after that your Emil Durkheim. These people only, what are their theories about the social change, you are going to discuss on the length over here. Okay. Next, development and dependency, agents of social change, education and social change, science, technology and social change. These things you are going to discuss on length on an understandable manner. Clear? This is going to be your paper 1.